There's one fight in particular.
When I punched the ref?
Yep, that's exactly what I want to ask about, yeah.
He knocked my tooth out, and then I came up, and I just came up swinging, and the ref got in the way, and I hit him right in the face. I was like, oh no, sorry, I knocked you out. And he was like, what the why'd you hit me? And I was like, how are you not knocked out, sir?
Welcome back into the break room. I'm your host, Cody Pasby. This week, we're joined by NHL star, former San Jose Shark, and current NHL Network analyst and host, Jason Demers. Jason is a huge collector, so we got to rip some awesome stuff and talk about his career in the National Hockey League. Of course, make sure to like this video and subscribe for new episodes of The Break Room every other week, plus podcasts, box breaks, and much more. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of the episode to find out how you can win some of the biggest hits that Jason pulled on this episode. And nearly all of the products that we opened up on this episode are available at Mojobreak Shop and MojobreakShop.com, and you can get into breaks at Mojobreak.com. And make sure to use that promo code BREAKROOM2. You'll get 10% off your order at Mojobreak.com. Now, let's get into the break room and talk to Jason Demers. What's up, everybody? Welcome back into the break room. Very excited to be joined by a 13-year NHL vet. You can see him on NHL Network, and he's got the Unscripted podcast, NHL Unscripted with Adnan, Virk, and Jason Demers. It's Jason Demers. What's up, man? How you doing?
What an intro. I love this. All right. Give me some little shameless plugs. No, I'm stoked to be here, just hanging out over at your guys' card shop and then now in the studio. I mean, it's just a incredible setup, and I mean, Mojobreak got me into the hobby, so it's fun to kind of finally full circle. I think probably 6-7 years later of being able to kind of come here and see this, because everything was during the pandemic and it was online for me, so I never met anybody.
It's nice to, like, I feel like we bring a lot of people on and they're like, so do you collect or, you know, whatever. And they're kind of like, maybe a few years. It's nice to talk to someone who's like, man, I love this stuff. This stuff is amazing. Because I remember, when I started here, I was a breaker to start. And I was breaking around the time that we start seeing like, that's a familiar name. Jason Demers, I know that name. And then we're like, Phil Kessel, I know that name. And then suddenly, I think we actually had Derek Brassard on here a few years back.
I heard that you guys did it like on Zoom.
Yes.
And I played with Derek.
Back in the day.
I think I don't want to take full credit in saying I got them into it, but that was like the height of the craziness. And,
it was.
You know, it was funny because I used to get into the breaks and like the breakers would be like, hang on a minute. Like,
yeah, everybody
Jason Demers?
Step back, like,
they're like, is this Jason Demers? And I'd be on the chat. Like, I always kind of throw something in. Because it'd be through Instagram, so they'd be able to look. And so we had some good times. And then once Phil Kessel came on, people were like, oh my God, Phil Kessel. And he was in every break. I think he took to it. I mean, he's still such a huge fan of the hobby, and he's an avid collector.
I do need to confirm something that I think Derek might have mentioned it. Did you guys have the breaks up in the locker room at any point? Like, he said something like, yeah, we put them on the TV while we're getting ready, or like I'm like, really? You guys have like, that's not like, we will have the games on for us. Yeah. It's like, no, you guys just have the breaks on. So,
well, we would have like a dinner group that would go, and we would have the break, and we'd all have bought in. And some of the times we'd buy in, like, you know, 4 of us would pull our money and buy a ton of spots in the break. So then we'd be sitting at dinner, and we pulled I think we pulled a big card with you guys. It might have been a Joe Burrow, because I pulled a lot during that time. But we were at dinner going nuts. We were at like a sushi restaurant. We're like, oh my God! And they're like, what, is everything all right? Like, is everything all right? And we're like, yeah, we just pulled the Joe Burrow. And they're the hostess is like, what the hell are these guys? So yeah, we just were. We got really into it, and it became just something every time we'd be chatting. You know, the morning before the game, before morning skate, we'd be talking about how, you know, what break did you get? You'd be like, oh, I got the worst random draw team. You know, I got like the Bucks when the Bucks were awful. And when we were doing basketball or things like that, we get football, and you're like, nobody wanted any of the junk shit teams.
Yeah. So. I grew up here in San Jose. Yeah. I'm born and raised here. Huge Sharks fan forever. And like, I know that like maybe I'm biased, but it does feel like the last few years it's been really cool to see with the like Patrick Marleau's retirement ceremony and Joe Thornton's recently, like for a franchise that like in the grand scheme of the NHL is still so young, for it to feel like the guys come back and they're like, this place is special, this team is special, everything about it, like it feels like sort of, like when like I see the Niners alumni or they're like, up the road with the Giants, like there's like a sense of history and stuff like that. And to see that now with the Sharks, it's just something to me, like it really stands out for a lot of teams, the way they've been handling all this. So just kind of like just talk about like what it meant to you to come back here to now be, working with the organization and just like what it means to be a San Jose Shark.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the culture here is so incredible when I started, but when I missed the Patty Marleau jersey retirement, but when I came to the Joe Thornton one, I mean, time flies. It was a couple months ago and it was in November, and we came out on the ice at TechCU and it was sold out. The fans were going bananas, and I had this weird cathartic moment where I was like, man, you don't realize you're in the good times till you're out of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a dual moment for not only us as ex-players, but the fans. Because when you see the guys that were on the ice during that game, Joe Pavelski, Patty Marleau, Devin Setaguchi, you got Scott Hannon, the list goes on and on, the John Scotts, like the personalities and the people that we had those years. I was here for 6 years, but I think it went probably for about 8 to 10 years. Like fans were spoiled, and I feel like the fans understand that here in San Jose, but we also know that we were spoiled as players because, to come play in the Bay Area where it's not, it's still a big city, but it has a small city feel in terms of the sports culture because there wasn't anything here, and they really did adopt the Sharks as like their team. And, even though 49ers are in Santa Clara, it was always like, no, Sharks are our team. They're the original. Even though you had the Giants, it was always the Sharks. So, we were spoiled because, I mean, I don't know how many places in California in the NHL where you can kind of walk down the street and get recognized as an NHL hockey player. And it's prevalent. Like I can come back after not coming here for, 2 years and somebody will be like, Jason Demers, and oh my God, I love the Sharks teams of those years and that era. And it was just shows like how much fun it was. And, such a bummer we didn't win. It's such a hard, it's so hard to win the Stanley Cup, but I wish we could have given that to the fans because if there's a fan base that deserves it, even though it is so young, it is the Sharks fan base because they're just diehards. And listen, the team hasn't been great for the past couple of years and fans are still coming. So it goes to show you. And that's usually a big test because if a lot of cities are fair weather, and if you're winning, they're coming. And if you're not, they're not going to waste their time, the fans. And because they want a product that's going to be exciting, and Sharks fans still come out. So it just shows the hockey knowledge and the support that they give this team.
We're in I feel like this is the best it's felt in a few years.
Yeah,
it's what it feels like. And, every game, even in the losses where you're like, man, they're playing really hard. Yeah. They've got some really fun guys. Askarov coming up right now in net. Oh my gosh.
He's I mean, doing radio now for them and watching them, and I mean they're not far off. I don't think everybody said 5 years that rebuild last year. I think it's going to be shorter. Yeah. They're exciting. They're fun to watch. I think Macklin is a game changer. He is a talent that is really going to stand out and will this team to a playoff. Just the way you see him carry himself. He's 18. The kid acts like he's 35 and he's been in the league for 15 years in a good way. Like he knows the business and, chalk that up to being around it his whole life with the Golden State Warriors and stuff like that. So, they just have so much good talent coming up. And I do love Coach Warsofsky. I think he's been very good for this team. I wasn't sure about him initially because he's a younger guy, but he has a lot of Tortorella in him. And I think he has a lot of good qualities to develop players. So you're already seeing it. You're seeing the guys kind of playing and their structure, and they know what they need to do. And then obviously Askarov is just a generational goaltender. I think that with a little bit of seasoning is going to be lights out, and he's already been lights out for the Sharks team. And just hearing about when that trade went down and everybody who's so tuned in just said, just wait when this guy comes up. And then literally, I think last week, making
acrobatic saves, and just the energy and the personality just shined immediately. It's really exciting to see this all coming together right now. And obviously, you mentioned it, Macklin is that's a star in the making.
Yeah, he's. I mean, Will Smith. You list goes on, and I think they brought in some good veterans too. Mike Greer did a great job of bringing in some veterans to surround these guys. And if you really look at this team, and unfortunately, if Logan Couture was healthy, you could argue that this team could make a push for the playoffs. I
think so.
If he's 100%, and unfortunately, hopefully he heals up, and who knows what's going on. But yeah, just think you're missing that big piece and that big driver up the middle. So they're not far off. I don't think, obviously losing Mackenzie Blackwood hurts, but I think they got a good return for him, and I think it's good for him. He's going to have an opportunity to go win a cup, and I think he's been such a good soldier for this team. So, but yeah, with Askarov, I had people telling me at the network and within the NHL, this guy's for real. And they didn't want to bring him up this quick. They just wanted to maybe after Christmas, but I think it's there's no denying him.
Yeah.
There's not. It just can't.
Yeah, if
move Dafuk out of the way.
Exactly. I'm talking to enough fans who are if they bring him down again, I will be everyone wants him here.
Burn the city.
Tear it down. No, but people want him back up here. It's exciting, man. But let's start ripping this.
Yes,
let's get into it. There we go. Hey guys, Cody back with you to talk about Mojobreak.com and all of our amazing breaks. But what exactly are breaks? Well, breaks allow you to get exactly what you want from the hottest new sports and trading card releases. Instead of buying a whole box or a case for yourself, breaks allow you to pick the team or the players that you want, so you'll only collect your favorites. Or you can get into a random team break, which gives you a chance to collect the biggest rookies and stars at just a fraction of the cost. Mojobreak always has the biggest boxes right when they come out, from ultra rare high-end releases to fun and affordable products.
Boom! Boom! Super!
And with nearly 15 years of experience, Mojobreak is one of the most trusted names in the hobby, and we pulled some of the biggest cards of all time, like these.
Wanna.
Oh, come on. Ryan Grant. The last
So if you're ready to add to your collection or maybe start a new one, go over to Mojobreak.com and use promo code BREAKROOM2 for 10% off your next order. That's BREAKROOM2 for 10% off your order of a break or a personal box at Mojobreak.com.
Oh my God! One of one. Sealed auto Mac Jones. Boom! Now when a card gets pulled, the product's dead. The product is over.
All right, we're starting off with some SPX 09-10 hockey.
Yes.
We're chasing your rookie card.
Let's rock. And I was going to use this little opener, but come on. I'm going to go with these old paws.
You got to do with whatever.
Fans at home, look at this gloriousness. Get a shot of that. Look at those fingers.
We got to go with whatever feels natural.
I know, right?
So John Tavares is the big chase.
Yeah, Johnny T is the big
Matt
chase.
Duchene is in here.
Oh, Dutchie?
Evander Kane. You've got Brad Marchand. You've got
Marchand's got to be a big one. No?
Ryan O'Reilly and
I gotta wait here.
Antti Niemi and Logan Couture also in here.
Antti Niemi after he won a cup, right?
Or this would have been.
This is my first year.
I was going to say. So this would have been maybe just before.
Thanks for being with me, fans. Oh, look at this break. Whoa! I'm just kidding. All right. No.
Did we do it first bet?
No, that was just. I thought it was me first bet.
I was hoping.
We have a shark though.
Okay.
Oh, we have a Mike Modano. Oh, look at that.
Solid. And if there's anything that comes to mind when you pull some of these guys, if any stories you can think of course, feel free to share.
We have Zdeno Chara. He cross-checked me early on in my career, and it hurt. We have a patch. Victor Stahlberg. an auto too. Look at that.
Oh, nice. Patch auto.
To $7.99. Funny thing about Victor Stahlberg, I don't know him personally, but apparently when he was at college, guys, he was so good looking. Guys would invite him to the bar Shane Doan, nice. Guys would invite him to the bar at 10 p.m. and they'd all get there at 9:30 to pick up girls, because if he came to the bar, Devin Setaguchi,
wow! There we go.
I'll finish the story. If he came to the bar, like, you didn't have a chance. So guys, he'd get there and the boys would already be there because they just knew how good looking he was.
Right. Yeah. You had to make sure you got ahead of the game a little bit. That makes sense.
I might get this to Seto because he'll love this, and so will his kid.
You mentioned getting hit hard. What was it? It was Chara that he said.
Chara was one of the. It hurt so much. He cross-checked me, and I turned around and was like mad at first.
Yeah.
And then I was like that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good. Sorry, sir.
No. There's one fight in particular, and maybe you're like, I already know what you're gonna ask.
When I punched the ref?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna ask about. Yeah. There was a fight against the Stars. If you don't know, Steve Ott and the lineman got in the way.
He did.
I just want to know, what was the reaction? You get back in the dressing room, and they're like, is it like everyone's cracking up at you, or is it like, oh my God, this is really bad?
So in that game, I was coming out from behind the net, and Steve Ott was coming down, who we all know Steve Ott those days, and his whole career was a little bit of a rat, and he did his job so well, and I got another savings, and he got me really good behind the net, like from behind. So I get up to go push him, and that was probably my first mistake because Steven Stamkos, because what happens is a guy like that, if you're going to push him, he's going to probably drop his gloves, and being young and instead of just jumping him, I was like, I'll go push him and give him a chance. Like, that's me thinking I would have had a chance against him. So as I went up to him, Jumbo Joe!
Hey, there we go.
So when I got up to him, he literally dropped the gloves and knocked my tooth out. So he knocked my tooth out, punched me in the face, and then I lost my mind. So when he pushed my head down first, and in doing that, the refs all came in. So what do we got here? Is this a rookie card? Oh, we got Ryan O'Reilly.
That would be a rookie of Ryan O'Reilly. That's solid.
Patch auto.
Ooh.
He knocked my tooth out, and then I came up, and I just came up swinging. And unfortunately, at the time, the refs had come in. So I swung. I hit him once, kind of low. I tried to hit him in the ribs, and then I came up to punch him, and the ref, Brian Mock, got in the way, and I hit him right in the face, right in the punum. And then the worst part about that is I didn't knock him out. So, not to mean that I wanted to knock out a ref.
Right.
But I wanted to at least seem tough. If I'm going to swing on somebody, I wanted to seem tough. And I did not seem tough. Like, my wrist bent, and it was like just a weird looking punch. Oh, we got a Wayne Gretzky.
Well, it's got to be. Oh, that's nice. I'd imagine because halfway through it, you're going, no, that's not.
I'm saying, this ain't good. And then all the refs said, and I was like, oh, no, sorry, I knocked you out. And he was like, what the fuck? He's like, why'd you hit me? And I was like, how are you not knocked out, sir? And he took it like a champ, and then I got a penalty for it. And from then on, every time I was in a game and Brian Mock was reffing, he'd come scream at me, like as a joke. Yeah. Because it became this funny running joke between us for the whole season, and he's a great man. And but yeah, that's kind of the inside story. We got another. Oh, we got a jumbo numbered.
Oh, okay.
To $9.99, $272. The Spy Psychman.
This box knew you were coming today. That's a nice insert. Yeah. So I have some insider knowledge. We talked off air about this a little bit, but call it a lead-in question if you want. Best dressed on the Sharks, or best dressed teammate you ever had in general?
Setaguchi would say that he was. Oh, there's the Heat. Danny Heatley. He wasn't well dressed. No, here's the thing. Money spent on outfits, probably Danny Heatley.
Really? Okay.
Danny Heatley only wore Tom Ford. Like one of the nicest, greatest guys, but he'd only wear Tom Ford, like head to toe Tom Ford.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I just didn't make enough to wear Tom Ford head to toe.
Right. Yeah. Heatley at the peak for sure was making Tom Ford money.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. What's this? Yari Curry, Timo Solani winning combo.
Okay.
Is it a dual patch?
Oh, nice.
It's a really nice one.
There you go.
Yeah, look at that, folks.
We'll take it.
Hey, we'll take that. That's a nice one. And then we got a Mark Savard and another Mike Richards. Last one. Jason Demers.
Come on.
here
Yeah, we got to
somewhere.
get one. Yeah, I got to see. Did I blow past one? I don't think I
If
did.
you blew
That would
past
be-
my rookie card, you would probably be you'd be the next Brian
It'd-
Moss. You'd get a limp wrist. Oh, Steve Shutt. Auto jersey patch numbered to 50.
Oh,
This is
we might have got a bonus then. Yeah, because
got
we're
a
only
bonus.
guaranteed 2.
Look at this.
There we
folks.
go.
Wow.
All right, what should we open next? We've got
Fantastic.
we've
You
still
already
got Black
covered it.
Diamond. We've got Prizm football. You know what? Let's do the Emanate. I think the Emanate would be a fun one to.
Yeah, we can rip the Emanate. I'd be down for that.
All right, we've got UnderWraps Emanate football, 8x10 photo, 1 auto, 1 hit per box, but
Oh.
it is the biggest names in the NFL,
And we're looking for Jaden.
and we can get Jaden, Caleb Williams,
Caleb even.
Bo Nix is in there.
Do we believe in Caleb Williams?
I believe in Caleb.
Do I rip this
might
thing open here?
Yeah, you can just rip that right
like-
off. I know.
Ah!
Some people are all.
So satisfying.
It is very. Some people do this nice,
Oh,
graceful
now
slide.
I gotta open this like
All right.
that. Okay.
We got.
Oh, Bo Diesel!
Go!
Bo Diesel!
That's awesome.
Let's go! Wow, this thing's enormous.
And it's numbered, so that's a number to 99. They're all numbered too. 99.
There's
or
99
less.
of these, and are they ever going to make these big like this again?
We'll see with the success of this. They've done it for baseball. This is the first year they've done it for football.
Wow.
That's a really nice one to start things off.
Bo Nixie.
Bo in the bar.
Hand
Broncos.
signed. 19 of 99.
Nice.
All right, folks. Jaden, all day.
Let's see. Let's get Jaden.
Ooh,
I'll
Goff.
take Jared Goff.
Wow. Jay Goffsky. Those are fantastic. These are
They're
fantastic.
really nice. Yeah. Definitely some of the better ones. Those have been a lot of fun to rip
Yeah,
those open.
these are so cool.
Yeah.
There.
That's brand new Prizm football, our
Uh-huh.
Xbox hobby. Oh, yeah. Just dig right into that.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
This is like my favorite of like the ripping cards and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Would be
So
Prizm.
Prizm's the go-to for
Yeah,
you.
for NFL. Yeah,
Okay.
when I was into it, I enjoyed it. I thought I feel like the good hits are here,
Yeah.
and
We talked about it in the shop beforehand, but
Yeah.
just a quick rundown, like the biggest hits in your personal collection right now.
biggest hit in my personal collection. I have a Shohei Origins auto rookie card.
Jeez.
I have a couple Jordan Love 1/1s that I have graded. Oh, this guy, Jonah Ellis,
Okay.
10 out of 10 though.
That's a gold? Oh, wait. What? We got a gold?
Yeah, it's a gold one.
Okay. Gold rookie?
Did I not celebrate? Because it's gold rookie. It's a
But
gold.
it's-
I'm like,
but it's
yeah.
like he's a defensive player, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, he's defensive, right? Tackles. Well, we got, hey, Jonah,
Hey,
if you're watching this,
we got your gold.
just give us a call.
Yeah.
Let's talk dollars and cents.
While you're ripping that one, I do want to ask you.
Yeah.
You had a chance to play, if I'm not mistaken, in Russia for one season, and I just want to know what that experience was like.
Playing in Russia.
And what was the thing that it surprised you most, and maybe what was the biggest culture shock moment as well?
Well, man, I had such a good time there. They were so good to me. I had nothing but positive things to say. I mean, I obviously, unfortunately, was there when the war broke out,
right.
and
Jeez.
we
Tell me
finished
what happened then.
we finished the season, and it was tough because Zay Flowers. I'll get to this in a second. Zay Flowers auto.
Hey, we'll take that.
Take a Zay.
Second year Zay, right?
Second
Yeah.
year Zay.
Okay.
But second year's not bad.
That's not bad at all. That's a solid one.
And then we got a Caleb Williams. We'll take a Caleb. Yeah, it was so incredible, like seeing the culture, and it is a culture shock because it's so different. But being there during the war was tough because everybody was yelling at us to leave, and we were like 4 or 5 guys playing there, but we didn't see any of it when we were there. I still have some friends that are over there playing, and I just think people were misinformed in terms of. It's like no regular citizen wants war. It's
Exactly.
like everybody just wants to live their life, and we're all just trying to get through. So, and we had a lot of guys that I played with that had family members getting drafted and stuff like that, and puts a lot of things in perspective in life, and the people were just great to me there. So I kind of, I stayed probably a month later than I should have, but they assured us we were safe, and we ended up getting back. But it was wild. It was like crazy when you're sitting there and they're like, you're getting texts and you're like, yeah, everything's fine, and like everybody's been okay, and we're still fine, and then people are like, get out now, and you're like, I mean, how do I get out? Because they'd shut down a lot of the flights leaving.
Especially coming back to U.S. and stuff.
Through like Sweden, and so you could only get like out through going through like, I think we went through like Istanbul.
Wow.
To get back. But it was a wild experience, but the playing experience was great. Like the hockey's good, and obviously it's not the NHL or anything, but
KHL is what? I'd say probably the second, third next league.
Yeah, they say, I would probably say, because I played the AHL too, I'd probably say it goes, KHL and AHL are pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason for that is like you have a lot of older guys playing in the, Jim Hart, look at that, little St. Louis Cats. You have a lot of like guys that could play in the AHL that just don't, and there's some guys that could play in the NHL that just stay in Russia because they get paid more.
Right.
Because they don't count against the import. So it's like a lot of them will just stay out there and make some money if they think they're not going to play enough here. So, fireworks, Baker.
Fireworks insert of.
Yeah.
There he is. Ooh, that's a little color, I believe.
1 to 10.
Ooh.
To 10. The Bake Town.
That's nice.
Hey.
That's a nice one.
Bang!
There we go. Now we're on it.
He's
super underrated when it comes to collecting.
Charles Woodson.
Ooh. Prismatic. So that is actually a short print. Is that a case hit or no? Yeah, that might be a case hit right there.
That's the case hit. Charles Woodson.
That is a case hit.
Wow.
Woodson Prismatic.
Bang! Woody.
Boom.
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
Hey, there he is. Ooh, and that's the throwback. That's another huge one.
Bang!
Man, there it is. Bang.
Ooh.
Bang, bang. Oh, my God.
And
this is a great box.
This is a great box. And a Raheem Mostert to 125. Wait, look at that.
Not bad at all.
Wow.
We got the SP of Charles Woodson.
I know. I got to get
You got the Jaden. Really solid box there.
I mean, this Jaden one's nice.
All right, final box. This is brand new.
This is Macklin.
24-25 Black Diamond. And look, we'll take you sort of inside, like with hockey releases, it's been like the calendar's been kind of all over the place since like 2020, 2021. So like I think there's still we're still waiting for like the cup hockey from 23, 24.
Really?
So we are still waiting. It's kind of all over the map. Like we were ripping stuff 22, 23 releases.
Really?
Just came out in like the last year. So it's everywhere. So it's nice that there's a nice higher end 24, 25 release where we can chase Macklin. I do have to throw out the viral question. Macklin or Connor? Bedard. Yeah.
Oh, Macklin, 100%. Macklin's I feel bad for Connor, but I think already Macklin has so much more upside. And just defensively, the way he can play. And Brian Leach. Oh, Cole Sillinger auto. Not bad.
Okay.
What do we have here? Oh, Lane Hudson. Ooh, Lane Hudson patch.
Very nice.
He's right now he's probably number 2 in the rookie scoring chase.
That's big.
Frank Nazar. Oh, another Lane Hudson.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. This was, sorry.
Holy
This
crap.
is a Black Diamond Run for the Cup, Kyle Connor.
Ooh, look at that thing.
That is weird.
This is where the design is like on another level for.
And then we have another Lane Hudson Exquisite. Bang.
Lane Hudson Exquisite on top of
Yeah, nice. So we got a couple Lane Hudsons.
Not bad.
From my Les Habitants.
There you go. Jason, this was a ton of fun, man.
Oh, so much fun.
Appreciate you coming on. If there's anything else, I know we plugged you right at the top. If there's anything else too, the podcast, all that.
Yeah, no. And I mean, the big thing now is just we're doing a podcast with Adnan Virk Unscripted on iHeart. And we're partnered with the NHL on that. So it's we're on wherever you get your podcasts. We're there. So I post a bunch of it on my social. But yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. And hopefully, we have some nice things cooking as well.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, that's the hope. If we can keep this going. Adnan, worst. That's the other thing I meant to ask. Best and worst movie recs from Adnan. I know he's a big cinephile.
He's like a huge,
I know he had the podcast.
I didn't
great.
know this about him, and he was telling me that he did it for years, and it just eventually stopped. He interviewed people at the Oscars.
He would do red carpets and stuff.
And stuff, and he is. I mean, we've just started, so I've heard a couple of his stuff. We kind of differed on Anora.
I have not watched it yet. That's
so I watched it. Listen, and I'll preface this by saying it is a good movie.
Yeah,
but it's also a porn for the first hour, and then the movie. And for me, it gets good. And listen, hey, I'm a man. I understand sex sells. I get it. But the fact that this girl is in a sex scene every 5 to 35 seconds, it feels like for the first hour of the movie.
Okay.
It's kind of I'm okay, it's gratuitous. Let's just get to the point.
Right.
And then once the movie starts going, it's hilarious. It's funny. She's great with Mickey Anderson. Yeah. She's fantastic in it. But he was loved it, and I'm yeah, creep.
All right, don't watch Anora with the in-laws. That's do
not.
Lesson.
I watched it with my mother-in-law.
Oh no!
And it was, God, was it awkward?
That was like watching Game of Thrones with my mom or dad, and it was just
You're just kind of look away, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. Jason, this is awesome, man. Thanks so much, and let's do it again soon.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it so much. It's very hospitable here, and I'm very excited to continue working. Potentially.
Yeah.
Teasing it for the fans.
Stay tuned. There you go. Huge thanks to Jason Demers for joining us here in the break room. We got some big stuff planned with Jason in the future. We cannot wait for you guys to see. In the meantime, look at some of these cards that we are going to be giving away that Jason hit. Some George Pickens color, Romeo Dobbs, Jeffrey Simmons, Zeke Elliott, and for hockey fans, Cole Sillinger. We got rookie draft day, Frank Nazar, and 2 huge Lane Hudson rookie cards out of Black Diamond Hockey. And to top it all off, Emanate football, Jared Goff. Yeah, we're going to give that one away. All you got to do is let us know in the comments what was the best card that Jason hit, your favorite card that he hit in this week's episode. Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe to Mojobreak Media. And make sure to use that promo code BREAKROOM2. You'll get 10% off your order over at mojobreak.com to use towards breaks, and go over to mojobreakshop.com or visit us at Mojobreak Shop to get yourself some personal boxes. We'll see you next time on The Break Room.